So I may have slightly miscalculated when I actually came back for this episode. The Champions League third qualifying round has been fully completed. The question is, did we make it through? Hello and welcome back to Unemployed to Legend Club 3 episode 7 with RC Lons. My name is Craig and coming up in today's video we have PSG away in the league. After we get through that potentially big horror show that's going to be coming up, we have Benfica in the Champions League playoff round. Yes, we did make it through the third qualifying round of the Champions League. Eventually, it was decently comfortable against Fenerbahce. We won 5-2 on aggregate, including a 1-0 win away in Turkey. Very impressive. The Turkish leagues are not exactly loaded, but it's always going to be a difficult time going to Turkey or anywhere in sort of southern Europe, especially we've been away in Greece against Olympiacos many times. We've done well there, but it's always a tough time going there. The home leg was very crucial. We also beat Toulouse 3-0 in our first Ligue 1 game of the season, so now we go into this match against PSG away from home. We're getting it done early in the season. Before an away, we have an away trip against Benfica, but we're not going to be viewing that particular tie. We'll skip through until the second leg against Benfica, which will be at home in the second leg. We win, we go into the Champions League phase. We lose, we go into the Europa League phase. So we'll have ourselves a European campaign regardless this season. But of course I'd rather the Champions League because that's where the money and the prestige is. And that's what we're all about here at Lons. But first things first, let us get into the first match. In fact, why is Steven Vega not actually starting this one? I thought he was in instead of Lopez, but never mind. So this is going to be the 11 that we're going to be sending out against PSG. This is the first game you're viewing of the new season, of course. I was hoping it would be against Fenerbahce, but nevertheless, PSG are the unlucky opponent. Are they really that unlucky? Or are we just unlucky that they're going to be the first game we're viewing this season? Dennis Simon is in goal. A back four of Christopher Wu. We'll come to that in a moment. Bishabu, who is one of our loanees. Is he on loan? Yes, he's on loan from PSG. Oh, thank goodness he's able to play against them. Kevin Danso alongside him with Miyachi at right back. We're also going to come to that in a moment as to why Miyachi is actually starting for us at right back. Steven Vega is at the base in midfield with Jorgensen and Onana ahead of him. Jolson Fernandez, who is now very happy to be staying at Lons. He was internally unhappy. He was complaining to teammates that he wanted to leave. Amazingly, a lot of teammates actually disagreed with him because they didn't want him to leave. So they were actually on my side in the whole argument, which, fantastic success. But now Fernandez has dropped his complaints and is more than happy to stay at the club. Openda and Girotti are the two men up front. Christopher Wu is starting at left back and Miyachi is starting at right back because we have a shortage of left and right backs. One of my left backs, where is he? Ariza Balaga, literally just behind my head, is on holiday because he's been at the Olympics with France. He's a champion, by the way. Very, very well done. And Sam Curtis is out with injury for another 3 weeks. We've just had a shortage of fullbacks going over the last 2 games, including against Fenerbahce. João Ferreira, I've had to rest for this one because we've got Benfica coming up in midweek, of course. So I'm in the market still for another fullback, preferably one player who can play both positions and someone who is trained in France. Because, of course, we have someone else coming in who's trained in France. That helps us with European registration. And speaking of which, we had the registration period for... Oh, look how disgusting that PSG team is. What the heck? How is anyone meant to compete with that in the first 10 years? We need the money to dry up at PSG. Can the owners sell up to some local businessman who maybe doesn't have as much money? But as I was saying, we did the registration period for the playoff round. I couldn't make any changes to the squad registration. It literally said in the criteria a maximum of 0 replacements, which meant Abdul Samad, who I promised I would put into the squad at the next registration period, couldn't put him in. He's now unhappy. He wants to leave. So we've had a bid accepted for £2.7 million. He is potentially on the way out. I say potentially, he will more than likely be on the way out. So it's very unlikely you're going to be seeing him play again, even though he is on the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench, but his morale is not exactly high, which is a bit of a problem. Oh, just over there. Yes, we are still using the sideline view. I'll try to zoom in a little bit more. But like I said, the last time we viewed a game, sideline just allows me to see tactically a little bit better what is happening, where the players are positioned, where can be improved, where I like them to be positioned, and especially with players who maybe I'm not sure of playing in a certain positions. Fedberg was one of those before I started playing him on the wing a bit more often. He was playing in central midfield, as Mbappe just puts PSG 1-0 up. It's almost like an inevitability as far as Mbappe goes. The man is still 29 years old. He's still got many years ahead of him, which is a bit of a problem for us. Obviously, the likes of Messi have retired. Neymar's left the club as well in the summer. We had him on trial, like I said, but he hasn't joined the club because he's not a big workhorse, which is what I like in my team. And my goodness, look at the pathetic XG we've put up against them. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Play like it matters, exactly. Let's just see what changes we can actually make. So Miguel Rodriguez actually needs some game time, and Giavotti's not actually playing well, is he? Tell you what, Rodriguez is going to come in for, I think this will be his only first or second appearance in the season. He's literally just been coming back from injury. Miyachi, we may as well put him on attack. I'm trying to save João Ferreira as much as possible, even though he is tired and he's got no match fitness himself. May as well just see what you can do. Vachetta, I mean, Jorgensen's not playing well, is he? So I'll tell you what, Onana's going to go across to Mazzala. Vachetta can go as the central midfielder. We may as well try and mix it up a little bit. There's no point going with the same thing. It's clearly not working. As we get ourselves a highlight, Dennis Simon trying to play from out the back. You can just see PSG sitting very narrow at the moment, aren't they? Rodriguez, play over to Miyachi, that's it. Who can you pick out? He picks out Openda. Oh, Openda should have scored, but very good play by Miyachi. Pushing him up into an attacking role has certainly worked dividends there. Miguel Rodriguez with the corner into Danso, but he couldn't quite get to the ball first, and the ball, I thought that was a free kick actually, but it goes out for a throw-in, and clearly nothing comes of it. But a little bit better, trying to push our wing-backs, or at least one wing-back, sorry, into attack a bit more often. It means we're going to get caught on the counter, but I mean, it's nothing new with PSG, isn't it? They are going to just scythe right through us if necessary. My goodness. Dennis Simon nearly had the ball ricochet. Okay, Miyachi and Vega are starting to look very, very tired now, so by the looks of it, we're going to be making a couple of substitutions, even with Benfica on the horizon. That's another chance. Thankfully goes begging, but PSG still looking very, very strong. So Miyachi's going to go off, Ferreira's going to go on for the final 25, and Vega is going to go off for Rene Lopez. Nice baptism of fire for Lopez against PSG. I mean, it kind of helped Vachetta, maybe, so maybe it will help Rene Lopez long run. Who knows? I mean, he's still got a lot of potential in him anyway. He's still growing. He's still putting in the effort in training. Love to see that. As we win the ball back there, Bishabu into Onana, Vachetta. Jolson Fernandez into Openda. Oh, just wide. Good opportunity. Nice little play from us going forward, but we're just not taking the chances, which absolutely does not help. And with 11 minutes to go, what changes could we make further? Adley's plays well as a deep line forward, so I'll tell you what, let's play him as a Mazzala. Let's just see if him getting forward will help us out. Christopher Wu, I mean, the poor guy. No. Bishabu, we're going to take him off actually, and Danso. Oh, we got no more subs. Hang on. 1, 2. Oh, we've made 5. Oh, I'm losing count of what subs we have and have not made. Well, time's running out, and unless we're able to have one more chance, it is our first defeat of the season. I mean, 1-0. Am I thinking we're not that far? Well, sorry, we're not that close to PSG looking at this, but we're not stupidly far away. I mean, we're still probably a few seasons from even beating them, aren't we? But I would like to actually try and get some points against them. It's only 2 games into the season, so I'm not too worried at the moment. But now we're going to go forward a little bit in time. I'm going to do in the next couple of games. I've got Marseille in the next game as well. Oh, what a start to the season this is. But we'll be back for the home leg against Benfica, hopefully with something to show from the away leg in Porto. No, in Portugal. That's what I meant to say. Well, 2 straight draws against Benfica away in Portugal. Very impressive, even if we did give away a 2-0 lead, which is a shame. But I was thinking before the match I'll take the draw, and that's exactly what happened. And then a 1-1 draw at home against Marseille. Poor performance. Completely outplayed in the first half. We shut up in the second, rescued the draw. That's all that needs to be said. I've just roasted the players after the match. And now we go into a home tie against Benfica with a place in the Champions League phase on the line. And this is the 11 we're going to be sending out. Simon in goal, back four Vegas, Medina, who's returned from injury, Bartelson and Ferreira alongside as well, with Lopez at the base in the midfield, Jorgensen, Onana in the midfield, Fernandes on the left wing, Rodriguez and Girotti up front. Rodriguez getting a bit more game time now that he's back from injury, and hopefully he'll begin to start putting in the performances that he showed last season. He's still a very good player. We're just looking for that player who has been in great form at the end of last season, but this season just has not hit the ground running. I wonder how much of that comes down to his match fitness. Bartelson starting ahead of Kevin Danso because Danso played the full 90 against Marseille. Let's not wear the poor guy out. And the same for Vega. Where is he? Yeah, Steven Vega. He's still tired, so Lopez will get the nod ahead of him. Also, I kind of want to just expose Rene Lopez to more high-profile matches because Steven Vega is in his 30s and I want Lopez to be able to replace him. The only way he's going to be able to do that is by playing the big matches and just getting used to it. There's no other way of going around it. The home form is very important and we need to win. That's the simple fact. We need to win this match and hope we can keep Benfica quiet. And speaking of quiet, I always keep the the Champions League theme silent now. The only reason it doesn't come across very well on the video audio is something to do with my computer. I'm yet to sort that out. Apologies if that's something you like to hear. Unfortunately, it just would not sound great. So we'll see how things go. So straight from kickoff here, we've got ourselves an opportunity, and there is João Ferreira, and Ferreira has scored. I was not expecting that. I've just been trying to figure out my camera, try and move it down. I did not realise we were going to get ourselves a chance and a goal straight from the off. Beautiful ball here by Girotti, by the way. Well lifted over from the main striker, and our right back is the one that is cannoning a shot home on the half volley. Fantastic start to the match. And that's the sort of thing we needed. We need our fans to get behind us as well and just put the pressure all on Benfica and make sure that we're the ones who are boosted by their atmosphere. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for some atmosphere here at the Stade Bollaert de Lille. It's been a while since I've even tried to say that name. Good grief. Not an easy one to say. No, I'll put me like that. Bartelson into Girotti, out to Ferreira. Charging down the right-hand side. There are a couple of bodies getting into the box now. And there's... Oh, God, that was so close. Was that Rodriguez? Ball just about saved. It was way too close to the goalkeeper. But we have come out absolutely swinging in this one. And half-time has approached. We are 45 minutes from potentially getting in to the Champions League phase. I've had a lot of shots on target. That's good. It would be the first time, obviously, in this series I could potentially make the Champions... Oh, that's so close! And Medina puts it in the back of the net, but there is a suspicion of offside. Pickford did save it. I'm sorry, what? He's in goal? Interesting. Goal has been awarded! It's 2-0! I thought it was offside. Medina, with his first goal of the season. It's only his second game since coming back. The ball ricochets off Pickford, bless him. He did make a good save, but Medina... fastest player out of everyone on that pitch because not even our own players reacted to what was going on. Rodriguez Vegas. Play out to the left there. There's Jolson Fernandez. Medina. Patient build up, patient build up. You can see Lopez just dropping in between the back two. And there is... Oh, Rodriguez. He tried to play it onto Girotti. Didn't quite happen. And that is the match fitness that he so sorely lacks. There is Jolson Fernandez. And it's a poor shot. So I think it was offside anyway. Good little build-up play. When Rodriguez gets back to full fitness, I think that's when we'll start to see the best of him. Benfica had a free kick, and it has resulted in a goal, and it was Goncalo Ramos who reacted quicker of everybody there. Our defence just didn't react quickly enough. Just looks very casual by them, doesn't it? The way they run. I mean, yeah, it was blocked by... Who was that? It was blocked by João Ferreira, but nobody actually reacted, which was a bit of a shame. Right, I'm going to make a decision here. Medina's only got a card. Danso is going to be the one to come on, and he's going to go over to the right-hand side. There's a simple reason for that, because, yes, he needs to be the man at the far... No, hang on. The far post? Well, yeah, he's the tallest player, isn't he? How tall is... Bartelson actually is 190 centimeters, by the way. Danso can go at the near post then, in that case. Oh, if they're like the joint top, joint tallest players in our team, then we may as well just see how this works. Lopez, Jorgensen, Danso is better when it comes to corners anyway. Onana. That ricocheted ball off the... Oh, so close. But there's Rodriguez. And Rodriguez has a goal. My words completely mixed up there because too much was happening. But Rodriguez does get his first goal of the season. That much I am sure of. Let's have a look at this. Jorgensen playing a ball in. Onana gets fortunate with the ball landing at his feet. Plays the ball in. Jolson Fernandez had the ball nicked off his toes. But Rodriguez was in at the back post to prod one home. It is 3-1 on the night. Who would have thought? It would have been even better had we held on to that 2-0 lead in Portugal. But you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, it gets better. Oh my goodness. Lons 4, Benfica 1. 6-3 on aggregate. 4, like I said, it's 4-1 on the night. Don't know why I need to repeat that, but it is a fantastic scoreline. João Ferreira is knackered. You know what? We're going to take him off. Where is Christopher Wu? There he is. No, he's not a right back by nature. Although he's accomplished. Fair enough, he's accomplished there, so we'll give him that. Let's have a look. Onana is tired. Vachetta can come on. And do you know what? Rodriguez. Who should I take off out of these guys? Because these three are absolutely shattered. Svedberg can come off. Now, Svedberg can actually go on, sorry. Jolson Fernandez can go on. Why am I getting my words mixed up all of a sudden? Good grief. Svedberg can go on for Jolson Fernandez. I apologise, I can barely speak. Bartelson with a header that goes just over with 10 minutes to go, and we're just looking to make the final substitution. At this point, just try and wear down a little bit of time. You know what, Adley, you can go on for Rodriguez. Girotti can probably have a break in the next match, which is against Rennes, I think, in the league. I think we've only got a couple of league games, actually, before we actually start the Champions League phase for the first time. And I'm so looking forward to doing that because that was a comprehensive victory on the night. 4-1. Benfica going to Europa League. We march on into the Champions League and let it rain. Let it rain money. Not actual rain, but let it rain money. Because that is exactly what is coming for us in the Champions League. It's not a group stage anymore, by the way. I mean, look at that. We get through 6-3 on aggregate. Fantastic stuff. 86,000. That's going to seem like chump change compared to what we're getting. Oh, 12.75 million just for qualifying for the league phase. That is disgusting. Make it rain money. That's all I know. The projections have got to be looking a bit healthier. Oh yes. Oh yes. We're making this club richer, and I hope that will be reflected in future transfer fees. But that is the future. We need to go and focus on the upcoming games and, of course, the league phase. Who have we actually got? Hang on, it's been drawn already. Fixture rearrangements. Here we go. Right. Valencia is our first game. Then Leverkusen. We've got Arsenal. Atletico Madrid. Rapid. Hertha Berlin. Inter. AC Milan. Oh my god. AC Milan. We got the two Milans from Italy, basically. Insane. That is an insane fixture list, but we have to have some confidence going into those. Valencia and Leverkusen will be the two games I think we'll be viewing in the next episode. In fact, what's the league's situation saying as well? I'm thinking it'll be Valencia and Leverkusen. I think we will give next episode to the Champions League, and then we'll see how the league situation is after that as well. I mean, Arsenal will be a good game to come back for as well. There's quite a few game options that we could actually see. Definitely the two Milan games we'll be viewing anyway. But I think we'll focus on Valencia and Leverkusen for the next episode, for our first ever time in the Champions League phase. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button so you don't miss the upcoming Champions League adventure that we're about to embark on. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the support on the series so far. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.